Hello friends, in last video I talked about should you consider India as a place where you want to retire. I have given some plus and minuses, and I know lots of people don't need this video to decide. They already might have decided they want to settle down in India. Now they might be looking at what is the next step, how they should start, what is the best way to start so that they should not be end up paying a lot of taxes in their current country plus in India. So this is very important, earning, because whatever they have saved, that is a retirement corpus they have, and they definitely do not want that retirement corpus goes to the government, because they need that corpus for their survival and retirement and enjoyment. Now in this video I'm not going to talk about that, but I'm going to make a series in going forward where I'm going to talk about all these things, that how you should start your retirement, especially if you want to come back to India and settle down here. So in today's video I'm only going to talk about what are the few steps, first or two steps you have to take if you are really planning to retire in India. So let's begin. So hello friends, my name is thier, and today video I'm going to talk about how you should start your retirement planning if you're planning to settle down in India. So first thing, I will talk about both things. I'm not going to only talk about numbers, because when you're making decision, it's not only about numbers. There are lots of other facts also we have to take in account before you decide that where you want to settle down, how you want to settle down. So very first thing you have to decide when you decided to retire is which city you want to settle down. Now lots of people might not talk about this point, but this is very important, and let me explain why. As a retirement, you require certain facility, or you have become a habituate to get some kind of facility. Now most of people want to settle down maybe their native place or native village, but still the village might not be developed to that level that can offer you all the facility you are basically get used to. So you have to find some city which is not very far from your maybe native place or place you want to settle down or go back, but still at a place where you get all the facilities. So maybe it's a 2-tier city or 3-tier city, or maybe a big city. So first thing you have to decide which city you want to settle down. You have to zero down that city. It's very important and very first step. Maybe suppose you want to settle down somewhere near like maybe Mumbai, but Mumbai is too crowded, right? And you definitely do not want to get back here. So maybe you think about Pune, you can think about Lonavala. People who are around Mumbai might be knowing these places. Maybe you can think about Igatpuri, which is not very far, just 1 hour drive from Mumbai. So you can get all benefits of Mumbai plus piece of those hill stations. Right, same place. If you want to settle down somewhere in maybe South India, you have to find out a city or a place where you can enjoy the peace. At the same time, you get all the facility, or at least the medical facilities are very reachable, very easy to reach out. So this first step you have to find out. Second, after that you have to find out, you have to buy a house. Now you have to decide what kind of house you want, and you also have to understand different things, because suppose you buy a big bungalow, the maintenance of that bungalow will be big. The cost, either you have to employ people or you have to do it yourself. Are you really ready to do that kind of stuff in that age? So you have to consider whether you have to buy a bungalow or you have to buy a sub flat, or you want to settle down somewhere like it's called Sunset City, or maybe it's a retirement cities where every facility is there. You just have to pay a monthly fees and you can enjoy everything. So you have to decide these things first. After deciding the city and after deciding what kind of project you want or what kind of residential place you want, then you have to start saving for that slowly. Maybe you can invest, suppose you have a timeline of 5 years, maybe you can start slowly bringing the money in India, okay, because you cannot bring all the money together here, there will be tax implication. So slowly you can bring money in India, then you can invest in some stocks or some maybe mutual funds and slowly accumulate that money, and then whenever you're ready, either you can invest some under construction project, or you can buy some ready to move projects. So this steps you have to take, you have to start now. Then after that you have to plan your shifting of all assets from that country to India at least 5 to 6 years in advance. That way you can save the maximum tax, okay, because in every year you can bring some asset here without paying taxes. Otherwise most of the cases you have to pay taxes. Then if you want to move asset, you can move asset by stating that you require that for maybe some you can gift somebody or some other way also. That definitely has to be looked out from point to point, country to country. So if you want to discuss this with us, we are open to do that. I can discuss with you. Of course, there will be some charges and fees available applicable for that. But the only point I want to make here, that if you're planning to move out to India, plan it at least 5 to 7 years in advance. That will be most tax efficient way to do that. If you just want to decide one day and next day say, okay, I'm going to India, so that's not possible. That will not be very tax efficient. Okay. Then you have to make a plan that how you're going to liquidate your asset step by step and move here. And as I told you, in income tax also there are various provisions where it is allowed up to 5 to 6 years, whatever you are moving from there to India will not be taxable, but you have to plan that in advance. So today's video, I'm not going to talk a lot of points here. I just want to make 3-4 important points which can help you to start with at least. So first point, you have to decide where you want to set up. Find a city which is not very far from big cities, but which is not in middle of cities also, otherwise you will not enjoy life. And again, the cost will be same as you are spending there. So first thing, you have to zero down some kind of city where you can be near to city also, near to your village also, but at the same time, and you can find these kind of cities almost everywhere. Maybe it's 2 tier, 3 tier, maybe just a town, maybe a hill station. So anything you can find out that. Second, you have to find out what kind of property you will enjoy. Lots of people want to have big bungalows, but let me tell you, at that age, maintaining our health is more important than maintaining the bungalows. So better, unless you are not ready to chunk out a large sum for maintenance, and then again there are lots of other things. You have to find out what is the suitable. Maybe you can find something big, small bungalows. Maybe you can get something which is maintained by some society or some builder. So something like that. So that's what you have to find out, where you can spend maybe next 10-20 years, whatever. Third thing, you have to set up about that how you want to start your saving for buying that house. Okay, maybe small chunk you just can transfer, or maybe whatever income coming from Indian sources you can put together so that you can use them for the buying that property. Then you have to make plan. Fourth step, I'm telling you, then you have to make plan that how you're going to move your assets over the time from abroad to India, and what will be tax implications on that. For that, of course, you have to discuss with somebody, make a plan which is tax efficient, so that whatever your retirement corpus is there should not be eaten by taxes. And there are treaty benefits also which you can take benefit, and you can save a lot of tax doing that. So that you should discuss, plan it right away. Maybe if your retirement is 5 to 7 years far from there, you should start planning in advance. If you do that, I think this will be very straightforward and very tax efficient. And next video, I'm going to talk about the other steps. What is the next step you have to take? Only if I get a good views on this on these videos, because I want to just first judge whether people really like this kind of topic to be spoken or not. So that's all in this video. If you got any other question related to your retirement or moving to India or anything else, please put me as a comment. This will give a very good idea to me that what people want to listen from me. So I will do more research and I will talk about those points more specifically. So either you have planned already that you want to move to India after retirement, or after watching this video you are watching the other video where I spoken you and given you 5 points why India may be one of the best place to retire, and you can watch this video here. So after watching that video, if you make your mind that okay fine, maybe it is a good idea, then there also or maybe here you can put your comments, you can ask your question that you want to retire to India, what are the steps you should take, how you should plan your property liquidation and moving to India, what are the various things you should keep in mind so that you should not end up paying a lot of taxes and your retirement corpus remain safe to be used by you, to be at your disposal. Okay, that's all in this video. Hope you like this topic. So please comment, like and share with other NRI friends so that they can also get some view from here. So that's all in this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.